So the cost of college just went up by $10,000 a year. Hello and welcome to Sweet Home California. My name is Jennifer. So why do I say that college just went up $10,000 a year? Well, because President Biden has announced that he is going to be doing loan forgiveness of $10,000 per student, so long as they make under $125,000 or $250,000 if they are married or file as head of household. And I don't think the left really understands how economics works at all, because they just want to be in control of everything. They just think, hey, we throw money at this, then we're paying for it, right? So the price is going to stay the same, and the end result is that people are going to be paying less. So I don't know. I think, the average leftist has really good intentions and they think that this is what's going to happen, but time has proven again and again that when the government gets involved in paying for something, the price of that something goes up. So ever since the government got involved in guaranteeing student loans, the price of college has done nothing but go up. And what happened when, I think it was just a few weeks ago, the government announced that they were going to be doing subsidies again for the electric vehicles, and the same day the government announced that Ford and GM announced that they were raising the prices of their electric vehicles, because guess what? If the government's going to pay money towards it, then that means the individual doesn't, and so now the corporation or the school, the university, can go ahead and raise their prices. So it's basically just giving money to the corporations, it's giving money to the universities. And this is going to do nothing but ensure that the government has to be involved in everything. What would happen if tomorrow the government just totally got out of guaranteeing loans? Guaranteeing loans of any sort. Get out of housing, guaranteeing housing loans, get out of guaranteeing student loans, get out of providing health care. If it got out of all of that, what would happen to our society? The prices would come down. That's my belief. Let me know in the comments what you think would happen if the government got out of throwing money at stuff. The government is the cause of inflation. Also, in terms of mandating minimum wages, because when you have an absolute minimum wage, then everything has to go up because of that, because all the labor for most companies, especially small businesses, labor is one of their most expensive costs that they have to account for. So you raise that by a government mandated arbitrary number, then they have to raise their prices, and it is just an endless cycle. So government needs to get out of this. This is basically price fixing, ensuring that every year the prices just go up and up. Now, I've got a daughter who's just finished college, and yes, she's got loans, but she went into the Army as a reservist, and she was promised a certain amount for a GI Bill, a certain amount that because she chose a MOS that didn't have a lot of people in it, so she got extra money for being in that MOS, and also because of that she got a bonus, and she also got loan forgiveness. Now, this was not just, yes, it is government funded because the government is paying her salary, but she had to actually do something in order to receive this. And actually, to this date, she hasn't gotten that loan forgiveness because no one in her unit has been able to figure out how to apply for this loan forgiveness that she's supposed to be getting. She's supposed to be getting $50,000 in loan forgiveness because she signed up in the reserves in this particular MOS. And as I said, she's been after it for several years trying to get help with doing this, and nothing has been working. So now to see that Biden, just for everybody, $10,000 off for everyone. Well, of course she's going to take advantage of it because you'd be stupid not to. Just like with unemployment, if you lose your job, you'd be stupid not to apply for it. Now, I've told my family members that have unfortunately lost their jobs and found themselves in that position that you pay into it. There is an amount that you pay in from your check every week, every pay period, whatever, and there's an amount that your business, your company that employs you, is paying into it. It's an insurance program, and there's supposed to be funds there. So when you find yourself unemployed, then you can get some of that back It's not what you were getting before, but yes, you should get it. You'd be stupid not to apply for it. Now, where it's a bad thing is when you decide, hey, I have 6 months of unemployment insurance, so I'm just going to sit here and ride the couch for the next 6 months until my benefits run out. Then I'll apply for a job. That's when it's bad. But if there's a government program, then yeah, you're not being very smart by just saying, well, on principle, I don't believe that the government should be handing out this money, so therefore I personally am not going to take it. Well, that just doesn't make any sense, because guess what? You're still going to be affected by the rise in the cost because the government decides to do this. So yeah, if there's a program out there, you should take advantage of it. But let me know what your thoughts are on that. Would you stand on principle and say, nope, I'm not going to apply for uninsurance. Nope, I'm not going to apply for getting this debt relief that the government is offering? Or maybe your thoughts are, well, let's just elect people that are going to do things the right way and try and get the government out of these different things, because everybody should be playing on the same playing field. And I don't believe in equity, but equality. Everybody should have the same shot at accessing different things, but the outcome is not going to be the same because everybody puts into it something different. So that's my thoughts on that. Let me know down below in the comments what your thoughts are. And anyhow, for those of you that are benefiting from this, yeah, take advantage of it. But we gotta get these folks out of elected office because they are ruining our country. All they have done with this $10,000 off is they've just guaranteed that the price of tuition next year is going to go up by at least that much. You know it. I know it. You know it. I don't know what we can do about it though. You got an idea? Let me know. So anyhow, but one of the other good things is that they've also deferred interest on the loans and payments, which in my daughter's case, because she still hasn't been able to get help in getting her forgiveness on this, because she signed up for the military. So she was doing a job and she was promised a certain outcome for it. So in that regard, I'm kind of happy as a mom for her that she's going to have a little bit more time to get this paperwork thing sorted out. But yeah, in terms of I'm not sure how this applies to the banks. Are the banks just not getting paid, or is the government paying them? Just saying, hey, you don't have to pay. What would they do if they did this for mortgages, or people who need trucks for their business? Mike Rowe has been talking about tools of the trade. All right, so a college degree is a tool for the trade of there's a lot of jobs that require a college education, but there's a lot of jobs that don't require a college education, but do require other tools like a truck or a dump trailer or wrenches if you want to be a mechanic, plumber's tools if you want to be a plumber. Those are all things that is the government going to forgive loans that people take out on that to take that as a trade? No, they're not. So this is just another have and have not. The have nots, everybody has to pay for this forgiveness, right? Everybody has to pay for this interest not being paid to the banks that are providing these loans. But anyhow, just real quick, sorry, went off on a tangent a little bit there, but God bless. Keep praying. We only have a couple more months here till midterms, so make sure you're getting involved. Volunteer to be at those polling stations, either as a worker or an observer, whatever it is. But just make sure that everybody knows that they're being watched, and people who are being watched tend to hopefully do things the way they're supposed to be doing. Anyhow, God bless. Bye-bye.